What's going on, Olight fans? Sean here from OlightStore.com, and the reason for this video is because this week we are having our June product event, and the flagship product of this event is the brand new Seeker 4 Mini, and I want to go over all of the amazing features and everything you guys need to know before purchasing yours this week. Now, I do want to mention that again, this event is during this week. It starts tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it's going to go all the way until Thursday the 8th at midnight Eastern time while supplies last. Now, keep in mind, these monthly events that we do at OlightStore.com is going to be your way to get brand new Olight products from us directly, allowing you to get loyalty points and all of that on our website, but also it's a way for you to get the best deals possible because we do these amazing intro offers on new products during these events. So if you're liking the Seeker 4 Mini, this week is when you want to get yours, especially when they're brand new and at the best price possible. Now, before we get into the details about these lights, I do want to give one away to a lucky winner in the comment section of this video. Now, in order for you guys to enter to win, all you have to do is make sure you're subscribed to this channel if you haven't already. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up to show your support. It really means a lot. And also leave one comment down below letting us know what is your favorite feature of the brand new Seeker 4 Mini. Now, with all of that said, let's go ahead and jump to the tabletop. We're going to unbox it so you can see the packaging, the accessories, and show you all of the features of this amazing little light. Here we have the Seeker 4 Mini in all three colors that it comes in, and this is the retail packaging, so this is what it's going to look like when it shows up at your door. So we have the green version, the red, and also the black. There's a little bit of glare there from the lighting, but you can see it's just because the pictures here on the box are glossy and it's a beautiful high-res image. If we take a look on the side here, you can see that these do have our 5-year warranty, which is fantastic. We're known for our service. And then on the back, we have the specifications there where you have your 1200 lumens going all the way down to your 2 lumens, and of course you have your 760 milliwatt UV light. So let's go ahead and move these two out of the way. We'll go ahead and open up the red version right here. So there's this little arrow tab here on the back, so we're going to open up that little tab, and then from there we'll be able to just open up the top of the box and we will be able to slide the light out. Now right here you're going to see a safety warning there. We have that for legal purposes obviously, and then of course we have the user manual here. Please check out the user manual. This light has a ton of features which I'll show you, but I definitely recommend checking out the user manual for these lights that have so many features. We'll go ahead and bring out the light right here, and first thing that you want to do when you get it is open up the tail cap, remove the little yellow insert that we have there between the battery and the tail cap. And you can see here that it has an 18350 battery, which is 1100 milliamps. I like the choice of the battery here because we're getting better performance than if we used a 16340. And obviously that 18350 battery is allowing us to make the light extremely small, as you can see it here in my hand. So there we have the light. We've got the user manual. Let's go ahead and jump into the bottom section of the box, and we will push this out, and you will see that it comes with the magnetic charging cable. All you have to do is plug this in USB, and then you can slap that onto the back. There's a little light that shows up right there, and that is going to go from red to green when it is fully charged. Awesome way to charge. It's one of our best known features here at Olight. And then of course it does come with a lanyard as well if you want to strap that lanyard to the tail cap. As you can see, there's a little hole right there. You can go ahead, slide this in, have it around your wrist so you don't accidentally drop your light. And that's everything that the Seeker 4 Mini comes with. Of course, with the other versions here, it's going to be the exact same experience, just the different colors. Now let's go over the Seeker 4 Mini's features. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you here on the red version, but obviously everything is exactly the same on the green and black version, but on the video you can see the red a little bit better. Now we're going to start at the back and we're going to go to the front of the light so I get all of my bases covered. So the first thing I want to talk about is the magnetic tail cap. I showed you guys earlier that the way you charge this light is simply by placing the magnetic disc on the tail cap, and then you plug it in a USB to a laptop, a wall adapter, anything that you have that is a good power source, you can charge it up there. Again, it comes with an 18350 battery that is 1100 milliamps, so charging this isn't going to be difficult either. With that only 1100 milliamps, it's a pretty quick charge, usually in about a couple hours. Now, if you take a look here at the tail cap, also it is magnetic, so I'm going to go ahead and bring out the metal, which is also a part of our June product event. I'm just going to show you how incredibly strong the magnet is on this light. Keep in mind, this light is almost 4 ounces, 3.95 ounces when the battery is in it like it is now, and it's just completely stuck to this blade. It's going nowhere. So if you want to use this light hands-free, maybe you want to attach it to your car hood and work on the car, maybe attach it to something in the garage, you can do that and use the light hands-free. That's one of my favorite features about Olight, is not only the magnetic charging, but also the fact that you can stick it to things and be able to use it like that. Now, if we take a look at the tail cap itself, it does have that big, nice lanyard hole because, of course, it comes with the lanyard that I mentioned earlier. Also, the milling is fantastic here on the tail cap. There's all these tiny little lines that go all the way around the tail cap to where when you grab it to go ahead and open it up to swap out the battery or anything like that, you probably don't need to do this very often, but it's nice to see that there's some excellent grip to open and close the tail cap. Now, if we move on to the body of the light, you can see here it says Olight Seeker 4 Mini. Very, very simple. And then here it has these really wonderful finger grooves on the side. I think it's a really nice addition, even though it is a small light. If I'm holding it kind of in this orientation, pretty standard way to hold it, I can actually get my 2 fingers here in these little grooves, and it just gives me a little bit better hold on the light itself. So even though it is so small, I still think that these are a very nice addition to the light. It reminds me kind of the Seeker 2, if you remember that, with the little grooves on the side, and even the Seeker 3, even though that is a little bit more bamboo-esque looking compared to just these standard cutouts right here. Now, if we continue up to the neck of the light, you'll see here that the actual pocket clip here is inside of 2 grooves that go all around the back of the switch right here, and that's how the clip is staying on the light. So we have 2 here, and then we have 2 here as well. That's a lot of contact points, and you can see here how it actually comes all the way up almost to where the switch is, so that way you're getting a lot of closure, a lot of hold on the light itself. So this is very, very hard to come off. Also, this is a very strong pocket clip. You can see here that it has a nice width to it, and since it is this S-clip style design, not only can you carry it this way, but also you can even clip it to a hat. You can clip it bezel down in your pocket, however you want to actually carry and use the light. Next, let's talk about this side switch, because it is not your typical silicone rubber that you see on our other side switch lights like this Warrior Mini 2, the Baton 3, several others that we make. This one is actually made out of metal. I haven't seen a side switch like this from us before. It's not that typical silicone, which is nice because you're going to get some really nice longevity out of this switch. It's not going to wear out over time no matter how many times that you actually press it, and we do even test presses to make sure that it can withstand thousands and thousands of presses over the time that you have the light. So we'll go ahead and tap this on. First thing you're going to see is the battery indicator in the switch. Now, the way the battery indicator works on this light is anywhere from 100 to 60%. So that 60 to 100% battery level is going to be a green light. Now you can see here on this one that it is this orangish yellow color, which means that the battery level of this brand new one that I just unboxed is going to be anywhere from 10 to 60%. So you got the orange 10 to 60, and then you have the 60 to 100 with the green. Now, if you're lower than that, if you are anywhere from 5 to 10% battery, it's going to be a solid red color. And if you're below 5% battery, it's going to be a blinking red, which means, hey buddy, you need to find some way to charge this thing because it's about to die. So we got a 4-stage battery level indicator, and it looks fantastic with this new metal switch. You got some really nice clarity right there with that indicator. Something that I think is definitely needed on an everyday carry light that you're taking with you. So now we've gone from the tail to the neck, so let's go ahead and talk about all the things going on with the head of the light. So you can first see here that the head is a little bit flared out, similar to the same design as the other Seeker series lights that allows us to get the multiple LEDs in the head right there, and also have the PCB board and all of the things that it takes in this very, very detailed light. We also have these nice little grooves here milled out for heat dissipation. That's definitely necessary, especially with a light that goes over 1000 lumens. Also on the front bezel here is actually more aggressive than I originally thought it would be. You can see here that it actually has some pretty legitimate teeth going around. Now, by no means is this going to chew up your pocket or hurt your hand when you're grabbing the light, but it should be noted that this is definitely a more aggressive style bezel. It's far from a smooth bezel, and if you really jab this into something and turn, you're going to see there that mark on my hand right there, for example. So really fun bezel. I think that was a great choice, and I definitely prefer that over just a regular smooth bezel. Now when we take a look at the front of the light, you're going to see that it has 2 standard LEDs on the bottom, and then we're going to have that UV there on the top, and it's drastically different looking between the regular LEDs and the UV. Now the design of this light, what it's going to do for you is give you an extremely floody beam, which I'm about to show you outside of the park, but I just want to give you guys a heads up that if you see a light that has multiple LEDs, it's got these really small reflector cups right here, it's going to be a floody style light. We can take the X9R for example. That light is extremely floody, and when you look at the face of that, it has all of these tiny little cups all over it with big LEDs, and that's what's giving you that floody wide style beam. And to talk about the beam profile even further, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Javelot Mini here in the Midnight Blue, which looks fantastic. And this is also a part of our June event if you want to pick up a really nice compact thrower, because it is pretty much the opposite of the Seeker 4 Mini. Because you can see here that it has a very large, long, smooth reflector with one small LED in the center right there. So this is focusing that small LED, pushing the light further, and it's concentrating the actual beam itself. Whereas with the Seeker 4 Mini, you're getting those 2 small white LEDs. You're also getting with those tiny reflectors, which is giving you a more floody style, less defined hot spot. So just keep in mind what these 2 reflectors look like and the differences between them. You got your thrower here, and you got your flood style light here. And since I already have the Javelot Mini out, I'll go ahead and show you the difference in the size. Now you can see the 3.43 inch Seeker 4 Mini is much smaller than the Javelot Mini, even though this is still not a very large light. Let's go ahead and bring in a couple more that I'm a big fan of. We have the new Lava Camo Warrior Mini 2. This is one of our most popular pocket lights that people take with them every day, and you can see it's still substantially longer, considering that the Warrior Mini 2 has an 18650 battery and this one has that 18350. Let's also bring in a couple of other things. So I've got the O-Pen Mini right here in red. We actually have this as a bundle on our site for this event this week. I think it's a really fun little carry combo here with your pen and your light. But you can see that the Seeker 4 Mini is even shorter than the tiny O-Pen Mini. I mean, just look how small this pen is. Also, I'll go ahead and bring in the i3E in the Olight Blue. We are actually doing these for free during this June event. So if you want to get one of these, all you have to do is log into an account, as long as you are doing it during the June event. But you can see there that The Seeker 4 Mini doesn't even really look that big compared to the i3E, and this is, I mean, this is a tiny little keychain flashlight. So the Seeker 4 Mini by no means is a large flashlight. It's very, very small. I can fully conceal it in my fist. And again, it's got that 3.95 ounce weight, 3.43 inch length. Now, I'm sure the first thing that you're going to notice is the drastic difference between the cool white and the neutral white tint. You'll see that the cool white version is almost more of a bluish, just typical white light, whereas the neutral white, you can see there, is more of a yellowish, more neutral, more warmer tint style light. Now, a lot of people prefer the neutral white, the warmer tints, because when you're shining it at something that's close up, you're going to get a more true color representation and a more true look of what you're actually looking at. Now, keep in mind, the cool white is going to be a little bit brighter looking to your eyes, but if you're shining a light that's over 1200 lumens with a cool white beam at something very, very close up, it might accidentally wash out what you're looking at. So for an EDC light, I tend to prefer the more warmer tint because you're getting a better look at what you're looking at. Now, this isn't a light that you're going to be using to look at things far away. Like I mentioned, it's going to have those two small LEDs with the very small cups, giving you a more floody style beam. If you want to look at things that are further away, I suggest the Olight Mini that we were looking at earlier, or even the Warrior Mini 2, which happen to have a much more defined hotspot at distance compared to the two tiny reflectors on the Seeker 4 Mini. So we unboxed it, we talked about all of the physical features of this light, we talked about the UI, we went outside, showed you guys the performance and the fact that you can get yours during this week at the best price possible. Again, guys, please make sure to enter to win one of these in this video before you leave. All you got to do again is just make sure you subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, and let us know down below what is your favorite feature out of everything that I just explained in this video. I hope you guys are super pumped up about this June event. Of course, this is the flagship product of the event, but we have so many other products, again, like the Olight Mini in that midnight blue. Whew. That looks fantastic. We also have some multi-tools as well. There's a ton of stuff that's at the best price possible going on this week at olightstore.com. Enter to win one of these. Hit the link in the description of this video to check out the sale, and we will see you guys in the next video.